Okay, so first thing we're talking about today would be Joe Johnson waving was blank, fill in the blank. And Russell, what do you think about it?
Okay, so I feel like... What was I going to say?
There you go, Russell.
But I think the Bulls are good because they need a small forward. He can fill in as a small forward. There's Buster. Thanks,
Hey,
Buster.
Buster.
Thank you. Blooper
Well.
again. Hello, NBA fans. We are Bucket Squad. This is our 4th video. My name is Spencer.
I'm Russell.
I'm Neil. I'm Bryce. And today we're going to be talking about Joe Johnson's waving was fill in the blank, like last episode. Next, we're going to be talking about Monty Eunice and if it would have benefited the Pistons if he did actually go there, because last week we heard that it was denied, right? Because of his, yeah. And we have a question, franchise question like we always do. Always. Okay, so the first thing we're going to be talking about today is Joe Johnson's waving was fill in the blank. And Neil, what do you think about it?
So I thought Joe Johnson's waving was quite interesting in that, you know, a legend like Joe Johnson, I don't think you're holding too much baggage just to keep him. I understand that he had a really high contract, but he's not a bad player either. He was averaging like, I think 12 points a game.
Yeah.
But Spencer did tell me before they're looking into the future, but I personally don't think a player as good as Joe Johnson is worth just waving like that in such disrespect.
And they could have traded him at the deadline for something.
Yeah.
At least maybe a second round pick at least. And plus, he could be there to be like mentor the young guys, not just, you know, be there.
So I think the problem was, who does he have as mentor? I mean,
yeah.
your guards, you got Jared Jack, who's hurt.
Shane the Fart Lark.
Yeah, Shane the Fart Larkin. And then you have, who else is the other point guard? Oh yeah, Donald Sloan.
He's not bad.
He's good, but you don't see those guys as your future. And then Boyan
Larkin.
Bogdanovic.
Larkin. And Bogdanovic is pretty good.
He's okay. I just think there's not much of a future right there.
There could be.
There's no
Bogdanovic,
future
you can
for
build
them.
around him because he can only get better. He's actually decent. He can shoot.
The Nets probably tried to shop him, but like they probably couldn't find anything.
Especially
so,
with his contract.
yeah.
Yeah, 25. No.
That's true. It's a lot. It's high for someone who doesn't get as much output as you'd want him to with that kind of contract.
Yeah, but when he got offered that contract, you know, I mean, if you're an NBA player, why would you turn that down?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
And he was good when he
was
that
worth
contract.
it
He was
at the
good.
time.
I mean, last year he was pretty good, right? Like,
Yeah.
at least 15.
15
It seemed like it
points,
looked.
but he was definitely falling off a
He
bit.
hit a
Yeah.
couple game winners last year too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
He's
clutch.
always
Yeah.
been that good.
And where do you guys think he'll end up, and where do you think the best spot is for him?
I personally like the Bulls. They need a small forward, shooting guard type guy, and Jimmy Butler's hurt.
At 12 more, what else?
I'd like Miami. Being a Miami Heat fan, I'd like that other scorer.
Yeah, they do need
especially
another
with
scorer
that
on the
Drake
bench too.
Yeah.
Off the bench or starting.
Yeah.
I think this is a sleeper agent move by the Spurs because
Oh,
Sean
God.
Marks
Yeah.
is from there. He's a disciple of Pop, and yeah,
He is from Arkansas. That's somewhat close.
I did not know that.
I think the Celtics
It's in the
season.
South.
The
Yeah.
Celtics. I think the Celtics could use him for sure. They need another scorer off the bench too.
I like that too. I love
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yes.
I think he'd fit there because they need another scorer off the bench, and their bench is kind of weak. It's not the best. And I think that one more scorer could really put them over the
Yeah.
top. in the
No, we
East.
have Kelly
Well-
Manbun Olynyk.
He just lost.
Oh,
he
Kelly-
just lost Russell by saying they're weak. He just lost him.
Okay, so next we're going to be talking about the Monty Eunice trade and if it would have benefited the Pistons. Spencer, what do you think?
I think it would have benefited if he was healthy. If he's not healthy, then he's no use to the team. But I do like the trade because they got Marcus Thornton in the trade. And I think he would have been a good person to have instead because they don't have Brent Jennings anymore.
Yeah.
And three-point shooting is what they need.
Yeah, but the thing is, Marcus Thornton is one of those guys who only plays well sometimes. He's super inconsistent. You know what I mean? He's like microwave. He goes up and then he goes down. Up
But
and down. He'll
I
have a
think-
game where he scores 30 and then he'll go and shoot 0 for 10.
But you give him a good screen like Drummond, I think he could work.
But he's not even playing with Drummond.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is so true.
He could have been baby Rashard Lewis.
The good one or the weak one?
Pick whatever you want. Right?
They had a few good games with the Heat.
Okay, the Orlando one.
Yeah, okay, yeah, fine.
There you go.
There we go.
I mean, Monty Eunice wasn't even going to average that much anyways. I don't know how much of a help he would have really been.
I mean, off the bench, he's more of a... In Houston last year when he was starting, that's when he was playing well.
But then I mean, if they did have Monty Eunice, then what's the point of having Ursa and Ilyasova? Basically the same player.
Yeah,
Having
but
the
I
same
think
player come off the bench.
Ursa doesn't play defense. Well, Monty doesn't play defense. He can block.
Yeah.
So
I think
he's
so.
automatically better than him, right?
But I think, like most teams, you'd want a guy who can shoot threes, coming either starting or coming off the bench, and then you want that rebounder, that rugged guy. Coming,
Yeah, and that's Monty
you know,
Eunice
getting
because Ursan, let's everyone do whatever they want. He's like a ghost. And while Monty Eunice can at least back down people, if he's not shooting a three well, he can go down and shoot a mid range. No, not mid range, but he can at least play inside post game, somewhat. So he's I think it would have fit them pretty well off the bench because they're kind of a tough team. Rugged too. They kind of just use strength to overcome a lot of their problems. You know what
this
I mean?
in no way helped the Houston Rockets.
It was just to get rid of cap space because they took on Joel Anthony from the Sixers, which would have really helped them, that cheerleader off the bench. Dude,
I didn't even know he was still playing.
I didn't either.
Oh no, he's not playing. He's just there.
Because I thought when Juwan Howard retired, I figured Joel Anthony would too.
Yeah.
Because Juwan Howard's coaching the Heat, so.
Yeah, which fits for him. That's what I thought Joel Anthony would do, but no, he's still playing. He's
Yeah,
collecting a
he's still
paycheck. Somehow he's still collecting a paycheck.
No, he got
Let's
traded
put that
to
in
the
perspective.
Celtics, remember?
And then he got moved to the
right.
Sixers, right?
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, that's right.
Because he didn't want him anymore.
I wonder why.
Don't ask me how I know that.
I mean, look up in the archives.
For greatest trades ever?
He's gonna be Luke
Joel
Walton
Walton.
2.0. The new Luke Walton.
No, Luke Walton had $5 million a year.
What is Joel Anthony have?
975.
Hey, he's
Dude,
still
that's
making
such a
money.
downgrade, the poor guy.
Bare minimum.
He's
I'm sorry.
making money with the Heat.
If 900,000 is bare minimum, I'll take it. I'm be honest.
Hassan Whiteside's making about that much right
Yeah,
now. Tells you something. Maybe there's something off there.
Maybe I should retire.
Hey man, collect the paycheck. Watch free courtside basketball. What else would you want?
But he's watching the Sixers now.
Yeah, but he's one of those fans you
Basketball.
can see it comes for the other team.
Oh.
Or he's coming down, I'm gonna, it's against the Timberwolves. I'll just,
Fake the injury.
yeah, shoot. Surgery guys, I'll be back tomorrow. But yeah, okay, so I think overall, Monty Eunice would have helped the Pistons. I think that eventually he would have worked his way in. Healthy-wise, he would be good.
In general, the Pistons outdid themselves at the trade deadline.
Yes, they did. They got J.
dominated
Cole.
the trade line.
Yeah.
No one else did.
They got J. Cole.
Tobias Harris.
Yep, Tobias.
Tobias. And Jay.
And who?
What's secret answer E?
15
Shut up.
day.
Secret
Okay.
answer E.
Okay.
So
Secret answer
our
E is a
final,
really
shut up. our final segment is going to be our franchise question, and the question this week will be who will have the best breakout second half this season? A, Lance Stevenson, B, Brandon Jennings, C, Josh Smith, and D, Doug McBucket.
Where are the other secret answers?
Shut up. Russell, you're on the clock. Go.
Okay, secret answer E. Bobby Portis.
I don't even listen. I don't even listen.
It's actually a good answer.
Time to stop. Time to stop. You're done. Neil, go up.
I like Doug McDermott, but I'll go secret answer.
Oh my
Yeah. Aaron Gordon. Stayed out of San Jose.
You suck. You're a terrible moderator.
Brandon Jennings.
Oh my god. Go.
I like Brandon Jennings because he's on a team that Alfred Payton's good, but I think Brandon Jennings is gonna take over because Brandon Jennings has the scoring and he can actually pass. Alfred Payton can't shoot for his life. I don't think I really have to explain since I win.
Yeah. And they didn't actually choose anything. They stayed quiet.
I said I like Doug McDermott.
I asked them.
I gave you a good answer.
I asked them and they didn't say anything back, so okay, that meant you win. Yeah.
No.
Skip straight.
We would like to thank you for watching our video today.
Anything basketball related, feel free to say it in the comments below.
Please subscribe to see what's coming next.
And please like our video.
Remember guys, it's always bucket time. Legend wins number 2.
Why are you still here?
My choice is Doug McDermott.
We don't care about your choice.
Yeah, we get on there.
Without Jimmy Butler.
I don't know why we're still filming.
Because
I
Doug
don't know
McDermott is
why.
a beast. We'd like to thank you for watching today. Freaking why? Why are you talking? Why are you on your phone? We would like you. Oh my gosh. That was, yeah. Wait, we did it.
I did the...
Last week we did the bow and arrow. I think
Or-
it was saying, we have to think of a saying that we're going to bucket.
Smoke some buckets. Okay.
Next we're going to be talking about the Montiana trade that would have benefited the... would...
Our second segment is going to be about the Donatus Montiunas and the trade, the potential trade to Detroit, which didn't happen.
You rambled on and on and on.
Let's not have Russell do it.
You know,
Wait, did it start?